Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. I'm joined by Jocelyn Letter, NCL, or rather National Charity League Salt Lake, and chapter president for Park City, and her daughter, Avery Letter. How are you guys this morning?
Good, thank you.
Good. I am so pleased to have you here. This is such a fantastic organization, and one that I think more ladies and more of their daughters need to know about. So first off, Jocelyn, what is the National Charity League? What do you guys do?
National Charity League is a national organization that was started in like 1925 in LA, and it's a mother-daughter organization, and we have basically focus on three things. It's community service, leadership training, and cultural experiences. And there's about 192 chapters nationwide for National Charity League.
So you're finally getting one here in Park City, which is pretty exciting.
Yes.
What does that mean for the community?
Well, it's very exciting. They've had one in Salt Lake, and in fact, Salt Lake is one of the oldest chapters, and National has wanted one in Park City for a long time. And so now we finally got the interest, and we're able to do it. And I think it's going to be great because we're going to be able to provide volunteer service and hours for all of our local charities, which will be nice.
So share with me this mother-daughter dynamic that happens with the National Charity League. That's why we have your daughter Avery here. So what is it like to be a part of the National Charity League? What do you do?
Well, it's really fun, and normally I wouldn't set a lot of time to volunteer with my mom. And it's kind of
unusual for
but
it's great.
It's really fun, and you feel really great helping the community, and it's also fun to bond with my mom while doing it.
That's so special. I love that. You guys are like little twinners, if you didn't know. So Jocelyn, share with me, like I said before, that kind of that dynamic and why there's this encouragement of mothers and daughters serving together within the National Charity League.
Well, I think it's most moms that have teenage girls know that they're so busy and doing so many other things, and I'm busy too, and all moms are busy. And I think because of National Charity League, to be a member, you have to commit to a certain number of hours. And I'd like to think that I would volunteer all the time, but it just doesn't always happen with everybody's schedule. So because we've committed to these hours, we have to do them, and we do it together. And then once we get there and start it, it's just great. And we're able to help people and work for a bunch of different charities. And now we're going to be able to do it in Park City. I think it's going to be great.
Exciting. So when do things take off here in Park City, or have they already started to?
Well, we are going to have our formation meeting, which is on the 24th of September, and that is going to be an evening meeting. And to start our chapter, we have to have at least 25 women in attendance to start our chapter. And the mothers are called patronesses, and the daughters are called TikTokers.
That's what that means. I'm like, what is that? Why that name? I'm curious.
Because way back, legend goes that the moms would meet separately from the daughters, and the daughters would be waiting on the moms, and they would look at the clock, and they'd be going tick-tock, tick-tock.
Is that meeting over yet?
Yes, and so they would so the daughters are called TikTokers.
That's really cute, actually.
And the moms are patronesses, and so we're trying to we've got about 40 people have committed to join, but certainly we'd love to have more. And basically the requirement is your daughter would be in 7th to 12th grade. One thing unusual about our chapter, since we're starting up, is we can take juniors and seniors. And normal National Charity League chapters cannot do that. You have to be up to 9th grade to be able to join.
Oh, okay, that's great. They've kind of broadened that age.
Yes, they do that for expansion chapters to be able to start and offer it to everybody.
Very good. So how long have you been involved with your mom in doing this?
About a year, since it starts in 7th grade and I'm in 8th grade now. So
okay, that's really special. Well, share with me, if you would, Avery, what's an experience that you've had with the National Charity League thus far over the last year that you can share with us that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, during like Christmas time, right before Christmas, me and my mom volunteered at the Christmas Box House in Salt Lake.
That's such a special place.
Yeah. And I don't know, it was really fun, and to like help the kids there with like Christmas presents and everything. It's like it just makes you realize how fortunate you are.
That's amazing. That's so neat. And if you would, Jocelyn, share with me, and I mean, she talked about the Christmas Box House, and you've been involved for a much longer time, of course, with the National Charity League. Do you have an experience that stuck out with you particularly?
I think one of the things that we did was worked at the Utah Food Bank, and I just had never realized what a big organization that is and how much they rely on the help of volunteers to organize and be able to provide food for so many people. It was an amazing thing, and you don't realize how many people need food assistance and for me, it was just a really neat thing to see that and be able to help and provide meals, and the kids decorate the boxes for the people, and it's just a neat organization, and it does make you feel very fortunate.
So I'm sure our audience may be wondering this, but as I've seen you two here together, my thought has been, how do you get your daughter to do this with you? Because I'm sure maybe there's some girls out there, like you said, they're really busy, or they have things going on, especially as they advance in high school and they have extracurricular activities. How do you approach your daughter with this? Do you have any advice in terms of ways to have them get excited about coming with their mom to do service? I mean, because it's a wonderful thing.
Well, I think the biggest reason they like to do it is because if you get moms to do it and their girls do it, then the girls have friends, and that's the key thing, is they're not by themselves just doing something with their mom. Most of our stuff we do as a group, and so Avery's got a lot of friends that join us and do it, and it makes it much more fun. And there is a big incentive, because since National Charity League is a national organization, it's very good on college resumes and sorority resumes.
There you
which
go.
is not why you do it all the time, but it's an added
helps.
it's an added bonus,
incentive, absolutely.
because since it's recognized, colleges look at the if you commit to 6 years of service with a national organization, it looks very good.
It's kind of a big deal, absolutely. So I guess last thing here for Avery, what would you say out there to girls that are interested in getting their moms involved with this?
You should. It's really fun, and I've like bonded so much with my mom. We're so much closer now, and it's just been a really fun experience.
Oh, that's so great. I'm glad to hear that. Jocelyn, where do we get more information about the National Charity League?
Basically, our website for ours is not up. There's nationalcharityleague.org is the national website, and they can direct you to us, and that would be the main way to do it. Or there's nclsaltlake.org, and they can also give you information about our chapter. And I can also provide my phone number for the website, and people can
if you'd
call
like
me.
to give it, sure.
It is 949-500-1776, or Jocelyn@lutter.com.
Very good. Well, Jocelyn, Avery, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. We really appreciate it, and good luck as the National Charity League chapter here in Park City moves forward. I'm excited to hear more about all you guys are doing here, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back after this quick break. I think we might have a little bit more time for some music. That's coming up in just a moment.